Mindful Exchange.
Yo!
Mindful
What up, though?
Exchange.
What up, though? Mindful Exchange Podcast.
Damn.
We
You know what I
here,
mean?
baby.
Welcome. It's another
Welcome.
great week, man. It's your boy Hoodrow. Holla at me.
Why you so loud, Hoodrow?
My bad.
You sound like you was turned up before.
I'm
you know what
excited.
saying?
I'm a little excited today. You know what I mean?
He's turned up.
I love being with my brothers. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
We learn
Yes,
something
sir.
new about each other
Yeah.
every week.
Real shit.
It's crazy that you be friends with somebody for 30 plus years and you still learn new things about different people.
You know what's sad too? Not just in friendship, but like I always say this shit in relationships, especially when I'm talking to my wife. Like a lot of people will never know what that feels like to be riding with people for that duration of time to the point that you're bonded no matter what. Ain't that some real shit? And then you can still learn shit about them.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear, if you abuse your powers, I'm gonna file a suit.
Hey, listen, I'm not an abuser. I'm not a user.
Yo, I want to give a shout out on behalf of the whole crew
Yeah.
to all of our new followers.
Yeah, we getting
Yeah.
up
I mean,
there, man.
it's constantly growing each day, let alone each week, you
Yeah.
know, on the Facebook,
Yeah.
as well as on YouTube, yo. So we want to thank all of the viewers, all the subscribers,
Yeah.
everyone that's part of the Mindful Exchange family. We greatly appreciate
appreciate
you.
it.
Word up,
man.
we do. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't doing nothing on Thursday nights, y'all come on down to Odie Myers in Elmira Heights. You're gonna see your boy. You know what I mean? That's my new
Oh, that's your
gig.
new spot?
That's my new spot.
Aw, shit.
When I got, they used to call me Chunky Peanut Butter, but since I got my leg, they call me Reese's PCs. That's my stripper name.
Yeah.
Christmas time is coming, motherfucker. I need to eat.
That nigga been in the gym, too.
Ain't
I
nobody-
word up. I've been. Hey, listen.
Ain't nobody gonna be in that. motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be
He's still
mad.
gonna be getting it though.
Girl.
Yeah.
Word.
Yo, so how was your
Ride it.
how was y'all week, man? Quest, how was your week?
Man, up and down, bro. Roller coaster week,
Yeah.
man. It was great from the standpoint of me being hyper focused on my nutrition,
Yeah.
my workouts, my motivation through this. You know what I mean? My Lakers getting busy. I watch, you know what I'm saying, Lakers games, LeBron highlights keep me focused and keep my dream alive of hooping. But you know what I'm saying? I kind of pushed it a little bit to the extreme this week.
As
Your
we
dr-
do.
Keep your dream alive. Look, you like LeBron Uncle A.
Yeah.
Damn.
What? I thought you was about to say
Nah.
you like LeBron. And then you said Uncle A, so I said
Nah, I ain't, nah, bro. I'm only,
just
I'm
messing
only
with you, good
44,
brother.
that Ernie
Yeah.
Davis number, baby.
Hey, shit.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
he can still hoop, though. Tom Brady played the 45.
I'm coming. Hey, man, once I get this weight down, it's on, son.
Yeah, you
For
gotta keep
real.
in mind, like, we are all in better shape than the average individuals at our age, whether you believe it or not.
Yeah.
The thing is, you sometimes gotta interact with the motherfuckers and be like, damn, I appreciate what I'm doing for myself. You know
It's
what I'm
funny you
saying?
say that. I seen Tory Kitchens at the gym today.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's my man. We
He
be
on
chopping
it,
it
man.
up. He
He's
on it.
strong, man.
And we was talking about that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And he was like, "Yo, do you understand? We're not the average,
Yeah.
bro. Like, bro, we are way ahead of the game and on
Yes.
some other shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I forget
I'm
that.
trying to catch up.
But the thing is, you're already there.
Yeah.
That's why I said you probably fail to realize it until you take a motherfucker in your shoes or your shoe into
I
the-
got two motherfuckers. I mean, you know, I can't. One has got a metal foot in it. But
you take one of the motherfuckers in the gym with you or to Eldridge Park and see what the performance is.
yeah, I mean, I do understand from that aspect. You know what I mean? Because even when, well, let Quest finish,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I'll come
Yeah,
right
good.
back to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Damn,
but-
he's respectful today.
Yo, man, that's my nigga,
He
man.
going through some shit.
Nah, but I mean, it was great, but I hit a wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm an extremist. You know, I go hard until I can't go no more. I literally, in 2011, almost I put myself in the hospital, almost killed myself.
How you do that?
Working so hard. I did a 3-a-day session. I did a crazy cardio session in the morning with legs, and then another one in the afternoon. Then I had practice with Tracy Long at night for some skill
when he was
work
playing ball.
when I was
for the-
hooping. Yeah. So, and I was
How
on
old was you doing this?
31.
Oh, yeah, see, now, I never wanted to be in after.
Nah, son,
After
listen.
my 30s, I never wanted to be
Bro,
in
what
that
am
good
I?
of shape.
Bro, I was on my nigga. I was crazy then.
Quest,
But,
you've been obsessive your whole life.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
yeah, son. But
That's how you perfect your craft.
that's that Mamba mentality
yeah.
before it was coined. I was
Yeah.
on that shit. Like,
Let me ask you a
That's
question.
that Jordan mentality.
I think it's a mixture because Mamba is a derivative of
The
Jordan.
Jordan, yeah.
Well, I'm
son.
just saying he's more of a derivative of The Jordan.
Because he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got both. Like some of these kids today know nothing about that.
Son, that shit is a gift and a curse. Because I apply it to every aspect of life.
Yeah.
You know, I always overdo it until you tell me or my body tells me, fall back, son, you're doing too much. My wife, yo, you're doing too much. My daughters, you're doing too much. My sons.
So what do you think
know
about
what I'm
you
saying?
finding your median where
That's the thing that I'm still learning. Like it's hard because I'm so wired a
I just
certain
learned that
way.
shit this year. I promise you, 2023, out of all my years working out, grinding, like with the business shit, life shit, working out shit, 2023 was the year where I really said, yo, you need to balance your shit to the best of your ability because of multiple, like, not just injuries, but not having time with the family, you know, spending too much time in the business. Yeah, you're getting money, but at the same time, you're losing in other areas. And then with the workout shit, I hurt myself with my shoulder. So it's like I had to humble myself and really start dialing my shit in. And now I'm seeing the results that I've never seen, bro.
Fire.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I'm
what's
a
up.
step closer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm able to identify those signals that I talked with you about.
I hate to go to war with your ass, though, because you a fucking 300. He one of them
Word
300.
up, that
son.
motherfucker.
Literally, son, I almost killed myself trying to work so hard to be the best I can be. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know where I got that shit from, but I mean,
It could be the opposite, though.
Yeah. But it's hard because I expect others to be just as hungry at certain aspects and as focused.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, nigga, you different, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? This just the way I am.
That's
but
just you.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, needless to say, I have to take a step back this week. I have to chill. I have to really deload, not just say it and then say, how do I feel when I go into my week? No, like I literally got to commit to this shit. I got to commit to eating more calories because, you know what I'm saying? It's just a work in progress.
Your central nervous system, I'm not saying you, but I was in this boat at one point in time. Like a lot of people that work out fail to realize that your central nervous system is different than your what's that word?
Musculature.
System,
muscular,
right?
Yeah.
So your muscles might be healed up completely, right?
Yeah.
But your central nervous system is still beat up to the point it needs more rest.
Yeah.
That's when it'll affect your mental.
Son,
It'll affect your mood.
that's what. That's where I'm at.
that
That's
shit-
where my week went like this.
Yeah.
And it's literally today was the day that I crashed. You know what I'm saying? And thank God for my brother Cap to,
You know what that?
you know what I'm saying, be there to help me keep things in perspective and to uplift me up. And I
know what that
appreciate
shit
you,
feel
man.
like, bro. Like when you was talking that shit, I was like, damn, that shit is not a good feeling, bro.
And that ain't me.
Because
Like,
we
you know what I'm
warriors,
saying?
right?
Like,
So the warrior in you says, I got to keep doing what I got to do, not knowing that dialing back is what you got to do
ooh,
because we're activity based. Get it
Yeah.
done.
and I take every day as it comes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not one of them things where I can go, all right, yeah, I know I'm going to feel this way
Yeah.
on this day because these days prior to,
Yeah.
I put this much work in, this
Yeah.
much energy, so I know I'm going to, it's just live every day like it's your last. Grind hard like it's your last. Like,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? Just trying to put that investment into my future me. You know what I'm saying? That's what we
Well,
doing.
salute you for doing your motherfucking thing,
Word
man,
up.
and
Yeah,
staying
man.
dedicated. You got me on my vitamin shit even more dedicated than what I was. I still didn't get the magnesium yet,
Yeah.
but since we've been talking about it, I literally been studying which different types of magnesium might
Yeah,
be
there are
best for
different
me,
kinds,
and
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yup.
So there's different forms, different times and ways you should take them, and
Yup.
reasons why. And I got to get blood work to determine if I have a deficiency or if it's good.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, salute you though for staying strong on your grind, bro.
Appreciate that. And
Hold it
salute
down,
you
hold it down.
for keep speaking that creatine shit, because
That shit is the truth, man.
son, that creatine, son,
Yeah.
woo, I love that
This
shit.
is why I
bro.
don't understand why certain people will take steroids, right? You got to be, unless you have something wrong with your testosterone production in your body naturally, I don't know why you would take any like steroids and shit like that, because creatine is all you need if you're willing to work hard.
Yeah, it has a steroidal type effect.
It does. Protein synthesis. That
And
shit
even
assists.
more so, the neurological effects, how it for your brain, your memory, your it's like it's the most studied supplement out there
Ever.
out there, and I'm about to get my mom on it. You know what I'm saying, for what it's going to do. They say everybody should be taking creatine, and it's something that I'm I'm not surprised, because the industry with the white coats, they trying to get you on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to fix nothing. They want to give you a Band-Aid. I'm sorry. Forgive me for all the white coats out there. I salute you for what you do.
Nah, but it's the same thing as like, car dealerships and shit like that. They'll fix your shit to a certain point, but they're going to leave something that's going to make you
come back. Come back. Yeah. You know
we'll
what I'm saying?
See you again, nigga.
Everything's a business. But my week was great, man. I can go on for days. You know what I'm saying? Enough about me.
Yeah, you have been going on for days.
But I'm glad you expressed it. How was your week, Hoodie? And don't give us the watered down version. How was your week, bro?
Nah, my week was great, honestly. So last Thursday was my 3-year anniversary. You know what I'm saying? So when you're an amputee, obviously we all have birthdays. You know what I'm saying? But when you're an amputee, your amputee date becomes your anniversary.
Absolutely.
So last Thursday, December 7th, was my 3rd year anniversary.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been a weird, like you said, roller coaster. I would say I've been in a roller coaster for 3 years with the leg. You know what I'm saying? Because, I had my leg amputated December. Cool. But because I have neuropathy in my feet, by March, I had developed diabetic pressure wounds on my right foot. You know what I mean? So, I was in a boot. You know what I mean? This past January, I had to have surgery and get my middle metatarsal out. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
So your hand, right?
Educate me.
So your hand is like your foot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if this is the bottom of my foot, right on, if you feel your hand, right here, you got a bone right here where you know what I'm saying, where your hand goes. I mean, where all your fingers meet. You got a bone right here. It's called a metatarsal head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had developed a diabetic wound that was like the size of a dime. And it wouldn't heal because when you walk on the balls of your feet.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't heal.
Yeah.
So we didn't want it to get infected, and it wouldn't heal for I was doing skin grafts, all types of shit for 7-8 months, and it just wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, "Yo, let's have surgery," and I'm like, "Nah, bro. I just went through the."
Yeah, I'm not trying to get cut open. Again,
through the leg thing, last year, I'm not trying to do this. But so this past January, he convinced me. And so he went in and took this whole knuckle out. So my second toe, I don't have a knuckle because he took this much, like an inch of bone out.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was in the boot. So, to go full circle to start the gym with Cap. 7 weeks ago now. Yeah, 7 weeks ago.
I feel like it's been forever though, right?
So
damn, that shit went
so
by
7
quick.
weeks. So 7 weeks ago on my first Friday, which is the day after my birthday.
Salute.
We did squats, and I couldn't. I could barely squat the bar because my balance.
Nigga Barsh used to be like, I gotta save this nigga. But he knows how you gotta push. Still at the same time.
You know what I mean? So it was hard for me to hold the bar and the balance.
It is.
So I just started doing squats. I held on to the weight thing, and I just started doing squats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With my knee injury, I did the same shit. So I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
And so, so like I said, so last week I celebrated my anniversary.
So let me ask you some questions because there might be some people that
I got you 1 second. I just want to say this one part.
I apologize.
Real quick, and then you can answer the question. Ask whatever question you want.
Do your thing.
So on Friday, again, the last 2 Fridays, my bro's been pushing me in the gym. So like I said, I went from doing regular squats. So they set in the bar with the weight, and I just go stand in front of the bar and do regular squats. So I went from doing that 7 weeks ago to squatting 225 on the bench.
What you did, 12?
Yeah, I did
Last
12.
time?
Yeah, 12.
And he be looking like he don't want to stop, and I'll be like, I'll pat his back or some shit like, nigga, put it back. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Just like, so like when you
so
talk about
happy for you, man.
It's a life fight.
So when you talk about like the drive, I definitely understand because, the hardest part about it was you live so long a certain way and then you're forced to change.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you choose change, it's okay. But when you're forced to change,
And that's all
you
I
have
know.
you have no
It's different.
you have no, you know what I mean? There's no you can look at other people's situations and draw
That shit
stuff
don't
from
apply
that,
to you. It don't
but
apply
it's-
to you.
But I'm just
It's
saying
like,
you can
yo,
draw inspiration.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just like, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you know, I still got to do. I'm a husband. I'm a father.
So when I be saying life fight, and I don't give any explanation when I say it, because if you don't relate to it or understand it, that's on you. But when I say it, I'll throw it out at random times. I might be working out, do a set with my headphones on, life fight, life fight. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, you're going through the shit that, even though we're around you all the time, we can't relate to what you're going through. So that's your life fight. We
Yeah,
just there to
definitely.
help you push, and you stepped in with your warrior shit. So this is what warriors do. Salute, my nigga.
I appreciate you.
Salute, man.
So let me ask you these questions though,
Yeah,
and
go
we'll
ahead,
get to how
shoot.
my week was later because it was basic.
Cause we're gonna start this week off
Chill,
real right.
son. Chill. Why you trying to assassinate my character? So, for anybody that may either they're about to be an amputee, right, or they are like recent amputees, what would you say to them about getting over the things you've had to struggle with?
The hardest part about anything, like I said, when you're forced to change, all you think about, and a lot of people, whether you're an amputee or not, think about all of the things that they coulda, shoulda, woulda, don't have.
Like what?
Oh man, you know, I wish I had a new car. Just, I
Yeah.
mean, in regular life, you know,
Yeah.
we all say these questions. It's not that we live in that space. You know what I mean? But me, what I choose to do is say, all right, if you're gonna have to be an amputee, or if you are an amputee, the biggest thing about anything is your attitude.
So let me ask you a question. So how was the initial struggle? Because that's like going from day to night. That's like going from rich to broke. That's like going from having one leg to that shit being gone. So in that moment, how did you feel? What was the struggle you had at that point?
As a man that does, you know what I mean? Not being able to do much of anything. That's when I was in
I
that.
couldn't imagine that.
That's
shit,
when I.
you know what
But
I'm
that's
saying?
when I was in that space.
Yeah.
So, I just talked to my wife about this the other day. So, when I had my amputation, I had it on a Monday. Through conversations with your brother,
Yeah.
we decided and we practiced
Yeah.
using the walker. You know what I'm saying? So that I was versed at knowing how to do that.
Warrior
Because he said you stay in there long enough, Germ, they're gonna keep you. Got to get the fuck out of there.
Warrior shit.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that sound like him too.
so like
warrior
so
shit.
so the day I got like I said, I got my leg cut off at 10:30. You know what I mean? 12:30 I was up. 4:30 I walked around the whole unit with a walker with my leg cut off for the first time. You know what I'm saying?
See,
Obviously-
I would have been bugging. I would have been like, actually, I don't know what I would have done. I'm just, because I don't know. So all I can do is assume how I would respond to it. Like, you know, my left arm is mad strong, even though it's not my dominant arm. If I woke up and I didn't have it, I think I would be fucking bugging.
So
You know what I'm saying?
the fortunate part for me, right? And I made it into a joke, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna tell the joke.
Go and tell that joke, nigga.
Nah, but you know, but the reality is so when I was in that hospital bed, like I said, I wasn't as bad as you, but I was sick enough with COVID to be in the hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was sick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when they told me about my ankle, I was in the hospital for 5 days after that.
Yeah.
In an isolated room. So, you know, when I'm sitting there, there's nothing that I can do but I can't face anything.
Dolo.
By myself.
That's why I wouldn't let them admit me to the hospital when I had COVID, and Liz was on it too. Like, he said he doesn't want to be there by
but
himself.
what
I
I'm
don't
saying
wanna
is,
die without my family.
but that's why I
nigga.
said I was still able to, you know what I mean? I could talk. I was sick, but I wasn't to the point where you were. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but-
No, I understand. And so when they told me about my ankle, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm in my thoughts.
Yeah.
Because I'm mad at the world. I'm trying to make excuses.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. But at the end of the day, I had to sit there and look at myself and face myself and be like, well, why did this happen, Germ?
Why
Well,
did it happen?
Why did it happen is because as men, sometimes we look past ourselves and focus on what we're supposed to do.
Nigga, why did it happen?
It happened.
I want to know why it happened because we never chopped this up. Why did it happen?
So
anybody listening or going through the same shit, how can you help them prevent it from happening to them?
Yeah, that's a great point.
So basically, if you have diabetes, we heal slower than most people. So with joints, limbs, hands, because we're susceptible to like infection being a diabetic.
Yeah.
So basically what happened is we had the block party and I twisted my ankle. Pooh, we've been playing ball all our life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, you wrap that shit up, you
go,
ice it.
and you go,
word up, and you know what I mean? All right, well, I can't do much.
Yeah.
So, but what happened is I fractured my ankle, and I didn't realize, and it healed fucked up. This was in 2018.
This happened to me, too.
This is in 2018. Yeah. And then in 2019, and this ain't no flex, this is just the story. In 2019, in March, I twisted my ankle real bad. And I tore all the ligaments. You know what I'm saying?
Same fracture?
Same foot, same leg. You know what I'm saying? So I was fucked up. And so I was in a boot. That's when we went to China. They told me not to go to China because obviously I'm going on this vacation. I'm going to be walking like crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, fuck y'all. I'm going to China. It is what it is. But long story short, my ankle wouldn't heal, but I wouldn't
rest it.
I wouldn't rest it. I was still going to work. I was still doing what I thought I should have been doing instead of saying like, you know what, if I don't take care of myself, there's no way that I'll be able to help take care of my family. So sometimes what I had to learn, my biggest lesson is you have to put yourself first in order to make your priorities first. You know what I'm saying? Because
so what would you say to individuals struggling to do just that?
The hard part is see, I had a great support system, and I was fortunate with that.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah, I was fortunate with that.
To that individual, what would you say? I mean, to that individual in your headspace by themselves, what decisions do they need to make in order to prevent or to deal with what's coming in the future?
You need to I had to ask myself, what do I want out of my life? Am I gonna let this beat me? Are you gonna let whatever your situation beat you? And I can put that on so many different aspects of life, not just
in general.
The amputee. Or if you're broke, you lose your job, are you gonna let that beat you?
Yeah.
And I don't want to say lose your job, lose your leg. It's the same type of thing.
If shit get rough, are you gonna let that whoop your ass?
You know what I'm saying? But that's the point.
Let's not sit here and act like because you got one leg, you a slouch or you a victim. Because
not at all.
Bully.
Not
you
a
gentle bully.
Listen, I'm handicapped, not crippled.
I can't even I can't even consider him handicapped because when he want to push, when he want to push your ass around.
But that's the whole thing. Is like for me, I just never wanted pity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We come from a space where it's like, all right, this is what happened. Well, what am I going to do about it? You know what I mean? You finish my sentence because that's the way we. That's the way we
wired that way.
I think that's a perfect time to segue into one thing I wanted to tap into all y'all brains, and I wanted Marshall to be here, and he's got his grandbaby, so he couldn't come today.
What up? Shout out, Marshall.
Shout out to Marsh.
Oh, shout out to Sharp.
Shout out to
Sharp.
Get
well, praise, baby.
Well,
bro. Hoodrow, before I ask y'all this question, why isn't Sharp here?
Sharp got bronchitis,
and ain't nobody trying to get sick of this.
And he told,
rest up, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what? Is this what you want? Hey, yo, Sharp. I love you. We had the conversation. It's on me, Cal. We had the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to Sharp earlier, and he was like, "Hey, yo, I gotta say it in my Sharp verse. Hey, yo, Wolf." Hey, yo, Wolf, I got the bronchitis, Wolf. I'm gonna have to wear the mask. I was like, ooh.
You have to keep your ass home.
I was like, ooh. He was like, I don't really know if it's a good idea. And I was like,
I think
nah.
nigga.
I was like, nah, I don't think it is either, brother. I think, you know what I mean? Because he would have been right here in my face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mask on, mask off.
I'm
not
thinking about them particles hitting your face and shit.
Shout out to Sharp though. You know what I mean?
Shout out
Feel
to the
better,
Wolf,
good
boy.
brother.
You know what I mean? Get better, man.
Yeah, get better.
Get on that vitamin C and that zinc, nigga.
Yeah,
word
man.
up, but
Yo, ever since we did the zinc shit, I've been taking it. What I don't do is take it every day.
Okay. Before bed though. Before bed with magnesium.
I still didn't do the magnesium, and I still don't do it before bed.
That's the ZMA. That's the shit that ups your testosterone, gets you sound sleep.
I got to get some blood work done to know where I'm at. but I've been taking it since we discussed it, just
good,
because.
Zinc?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute, because what I wanted to ask you guys about, and I would let you go, Hoodie, but you rocked for like 40 minutes, bro.
Shit.
Not even Quest was on the mic for 25.
Nah, it was like, so I want to know what y'all feel about entitlement. So this is a subject that popped into my brain last night at the last minute, just because I've been watching mad YouTube videos about mad weird shit, and it's like,
As usual.
yeah, but informative at the same time. So where we come from, how do you feel about entitlement? Like, do you feel entitled to anything? Because I feel like the world doesn't owe me a fucking thing, son. But there are people that walk around feeling like, yo, and it might sound crazy, there are people that are walking around that feel like, yo,
The world owes them something.
you should give me this. You should help me with this.
Wow.
You have more than what I do, so you should give me something.
I
Like
took you out to eat once. Now you owe me this and that.
that type of shit. So I was watching some weird YouTube videos,
Wow.
and it hit me like, damn, even with the kids in this generation, like, I'm not knocking all of them, but a lot of them feel like you owe them something,
So,
or you should give them something. I don't believe in entitlement.
so can I go real quick? 'Cause
Yeah,
I just
go
got
ahead.
real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, when we was kids, if you wasn't good, you didn't play.
Straight like that.
Yeah.
Been there.
In the last 20 years or so, we've moved into a society that no child left behind.
What does that mean exactly? I know what it means, but
Well, I mean,
Expound on
I'm not gonna specifically say that. I'm just saying in general. So that movement in general.
so it's
right?
almost like, I'm going to say something. So even if this child isn't as capable as
they're
this
not gonna
one,
be left behind.
we're not going to not allow you to play as much as the other kids.
Well, no, let me finish.
Yeah,
So
pretty
that
much.
movement, right? In general, in the schools, in the
Everybody
country,
gets a trophy.
You know what I'm saying? That moved into everybody. Now it's participation.
Yeah.
So if there's 10 teams in the league and you 0-10, you still gonna get a trophy
like the
because
fifth,
you played.
like the fifth quarter, my
Yeah,
first year
modified-
playing modified football.
football.
Yeah, like them niggas tried to put me in the fifth quarter,
Yeah.
but I wasn't dedicated to football. It was never my shit. But when it was like, yeah, Kurt, yeah, we got this fifth quarter, it was the first year they started that shit.
I did that shit too. So.
Then when I figured out what it was, I quit. But I wasn't built to play. This is me being real.
That's good.
There was so many other individuals that were going to practice, giving they all. I was an athlete, but I was a basketball playing nigga. So I was like, yeah, I'm here because it's a sport, right?
Yeah.
But I was watching niggas putting in work. I didn't deserve to play like they did.
That's real. At that age, to feel that, to know that, that's
I knew
different.
it then, and I quit. Me and P quit.
But what I'm saying is nowadays.
Wait, you was on the
nowadays,
team with us.
Nowadays you
We
getting
went 0-7 that year.
nowadays
quit.
you getting a varsity. But listen, nowadays you getting a varsity letter for that.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? So it's
I
when
don't
you
ever
say
want my
entitled.
kids to.
When you saying, oh, go ahead.
I don't ever want my kids to experience that, because, you know, I got 3 hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get up, they grind, they don't complain. If shit is rough, they understand it's rough. They express that, and they've been forced to figure out the Rubik's Cube of how to make this shit work, right?
Facts.
So I can't accept any other kids or people in society having a different approach. It's not like I'm not empathetic, because I empathize with everybody. Your situation is different. But when it comes to hustling and grinding, I've been sick since fucking 2006. A lot of people don't know that, because that's not what I allow my life to be defined by. And when I say sick, I mean like ups, downs, can't move, laying in the bed,
Sick,
pain,
nigga.
sick,
Yeah,
right?
Sick.
And then I had to figure out a way to get past that, which the doctors couldn't give to me. They didn't owe me that. I had to figure that shit out.
Word.
Because they can tell you what's wrong, but it's up to you to figure out your body and
Talk
what works
that
and what don't work.
Yeah,
You know,
Information's out there, bro.
it is.
you know, and that's the hardest part. Is like, you know, you have good kids and good people, but they'll think that just because, just like you said, well, if you got $30 and I got $5,
Yeah.
why you can't buy me something so I can keep my $5
Yeah.
and then you still have $5?
It's all about being able to communicate that, I believe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The understanding is going to be there, but
Yeah.
are you able to communicate the fact of that matter to someone who just doesn't know what they don't know?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
That's deep, son.
You know, like someone who feels entitled. Why do they feel entitled?
So what we
Damn.
used to call it back
That's
in the
deep,
day,
son.
but what we used to call it back in the day is the silver spoon niggas.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing, but it's just more of a, it's
Yeah.
more widespread now, so we call it entitlement.
Yeah, because
but
back
when
then
we
it
was
used to
young,
be
it was the
easy
silver
to
spoon.
see it.
It was
Now
the
it's
silver.
just-
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like in our neighborhood, them West Elmira.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
don't start calling people out because we might get canceled.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just what it
That's-
is. You know what I mean?
that's what it was,
In
yeah.
our town, I could just specifically speak for
Yeah,
our town.
yeah.
That's just what it is. Like
Damn.
even now, hey yo, if you got kids, so not too long ago, y'all both had kids that you had to take trick or treating.
Yeah.
Right. So at the same time, say where y'all took y'all kids to the.
West Elmira.
Come on, man.
Or
That's
horse
just
heads.
We was getting there early too.
Come on, man. See what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, the stigma of positioning in our society doesn't change.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's implemented in a different way.
I mean, it goes from the way they're taught. Like my daughter, her whole life she was raised in West Elmira. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I had to make sure she was out there. But in the same token, me coming from the burg,
She had that balance.
she had the balance because in the household, I taught her those ways and those philosophies of thinking, and things are earned.
But
and
that's the mixture, though. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the mixture.
That's
That's the mixture. But then you have the kids. You have the kids who just live and just know the burg, so those kids are gonna grow up and they're not gonna understand buying a house, and if they do try to buy a house, they're gonna buy a house somewhere that they're comfortable instead of somewhere that they need to be. You see what I'm saying? And then
At least for now.
and then you got the West Elmira kids or the suburb kids or whatever you want to call it, who know nothing about struggle, and so something that happened in their life, and they'll be in a position to where they're struggling, and then they're gonna have a friend like us and be like, nigga, this is what we've been living our whole life.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Hold
Just
up,
like
what's
the movie
effect for
Trade.
that? There's one. No, that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. That one. Like,
So-
nigga, we've been here forever.
But you know what I'm saying? So the exact the exact thing that we're talking about, right? We've been watching this movie since the 80s. Okay. Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd, Trading Places.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Dan Aykroyd, he was so entitled to Penelope and all of his white friends, right? And then look at
Well,
Eddie.
let's talk about the different levels of entitlement.
Yeah, there are levels to this shit.
Because
Entitlement has been around even during the medieval times when you had the royals and you had the peasants.
put the camera on you. If you're gonna talk, you got to put the camera on you too.
I got
So
one
they can
question
see
before you say
The
something.
chinky eye
Real quick, Decal.
Decal.
Did you get some bitches this week?
What does that have to do with you, though?
I was just asking you to get some
That
bitches.
has nothing to do with you, though.
I was just trying to say,
Cal
you know.
got new muscles too.
Talk
You
that
gotta be
shit.
careful.
Talk that shit,
You let them
Decal.
shits rest up. They ready to
How's
go.
how's that gummy you ate early, Decal?
It's pretty good.
Eyes is looking real right. Okay, go
Yo,
ahead.
so
My
what
eyes
was you
always
saying
red.
about
Entitlement.
what were you saying about the entitlement?
Entitlement has always been a thing since the medieval times, and that would
Hoodie
be
just trying to get you some.
with the
I'm just trying to
royals,
get you some bitches.
with the royals and the peasants.
Follow that nigga.
The royals have always, because they have everything and they don't have to go through the struggle.
Yeah.
But they still think they're better than you and that you owe them something. When in reality, it's the peasants that were struggling and going through the hardships to get to where they were, whether it be a blacksmith, whether it be a laundry cleaner.
Yeah.
That's what they call them back then. Yeah.
So the levels of entitlement that I see now, right? And I could be off, but this is what I see. Is like earlier I mentioned, like you may have more than somebody, right? And say you may have less, but they don't even perceive it like that. They can just see you not being miserable, you not being sad, you not being like, oh, I'm not gonna go out to eat once this week. And they may even have more than you in their pocket, but the responsibilities may not and priorities might not be in order. But if they see you living in a way on a level that they want, and this is the problem I have with it. A motherfucker will sit there and ask you for some shit when they have more money in their pocket than what you have.
Wow.
Facts.
Word.
Because they view you and perceive you as moving, having.
Well, I
and
mean,
if you're
What?
cool with them and you show them love, it deepens the entitlement. This is what I see in a 30-day period. I see it. We'll just keep it at that. I see it.
Wow. That's crazy.
It is crazy because how do you gauge that? Because we come from the 80s, 90s. Like, how do you gauge that?
On
we come from
on what end of the spectrum though? Like, you know what I'm saying?
We come from the era. What you got? $2. You got $2. Well, you buy a pack of lunch
We
meat.
gonna
I'm
make
gonna
this
buy
shit
this
work.
bread.
But
you
they
buy
not
some
like that
chips
now, though.
You buy some cheese, nigga. Now you buy a bottle of mayonnaise. You know what I'm saying? Now we got 4 sandwiches.
So what I'm telling you
natural.
is it's the younger, and he's younger. Cal's younger than us. This has nothing to do with him. So I want to make that clear. But I engage with so many different young individuals in a 30-day period that it's a lot of experience that I get from at least 10 to 20 different individuals every single month. So it's my median from engagement, right? So what I'm telling you, it's something about this time period now that, for example, if you pulled up every single day, hoodie or Quest, with a fresh pair of J's on, some jewelry and things that people in this age demographic think are enticing, if you did that for 30 days and an individual was coming around you that was younger, I can't specify the age demographic, but if they seen you as like, yo, he's great, he's doing good, he's fly, he has this.
But he don't have nothing in his. He don't have nothing else but that stuff.
This nigga is gonna expect you to give him something at some point in time, as opposed to saying
Put me on. How you doing what you doing?
straight like that.
Word.
That's what I'm saying.
Word.
That's why it's so mind blowing to me, because we come from the era where it's like, yo, put me on. I'm
yeah,
trying
that's
to get
it.
right.
I'm trying. Yeah, put me on. What you do? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I've seen.
But they're like, nah, I need that. So what you gonna do to help me?
You
get
fuck
that?
with me, right? Like, look out for me. I've been looking out for you. I showed you the way, my nigga. Like,
Yeah, I definitely understand that, and I'm gonna talk to you about that
You
after.
stupid.
I'm gonna talk to you about that after we
Yeah.
get off. You know what I mean? Because kids do that. You
They
know
do.
What I'm saying? Like
They do, son.
They do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I can't understand it.
I think a lot of it. I think they've learned to manipulate and abuse relationships.
Like,
That's why
oh,
so many
manipulation.
Say
That's
that
why-
again. Abuse and
relationships-
manipulate.
Yeah,
Heavy.
because that's how they have to move. You know what I mean? I think the hard part was, you know, the 80s and the 90s. For some odd reason,
Yeah.
I don't want to specifically just say those time periods, but in my life, those time periods created such of a single mama drama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That single
It
mama
was the
drama.
beginning of single mother households.
So, you know, so when you do that, and I'm not going to say all women, I don't want to say that, but there's some women out there that treat their son and make their son try to be what they want in a
son
man.
husband.
Man,
It's
yeah.
called a
Not-
son husband.
And not
Yes.
what and
Son
not
husband.
That's what it
and
is.
not what
Yeah.
they're supposed to be.
My mom was on some gangster shit. She was like, nigga, go clean that room. You're going to move the furniture around, vacuum under there. You know what I'm saying? Do your laundry. If you don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then when you finish that shit, she saluted you for doing it and paid us to do the shit. But let you slack on your chores. She
Nothing.
didn't have to call my dad
yeah.
because she was enough. She was,
Yeah.
come on.
Mine
But
either.
at the end of the day, though, and this is a point. This is the even bigger point.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, though, your mom
Yeah.
really couldn't do nothing to you that you wouldn't let her do.
Dude, that's real.
Now, let me
But-
no. Before you proceed, let me educate you on something that maybe you don't have the experience on. No, before you continue, I'm just gonna educate you on something. So when you're raised by a single parent from day one, that's what I was. That parent is the alpha, whether it's a man or a
Same.
female.
Yeah.
So if she whooped your ass when you was 7 years old for doing some shit, that carries off with you when you're 12 years
Yep,
old.
yep.
So there was never a point in time where I thought I can take my mom until I got about 16, 17 when I was an athlete in high school.
Yo, that's
It was
real.
always my mom knows how to put it down. So it was never I can take my mom.
Nigga,
It-
mom can beat
Yeah,
Freddie,
no,
nigga.
I
Yes.
wasn't.
And my mom made me feel safe as a
nigga.
motherfucker.
I wasn't insinuating that. You
That's
can
not what
take
I'm
your
saying
mom.
you did, but what I'm saying is you
Yeah.
kind of said like it was I allowed it to be done. No, I feared her like a nigga that had a dad around would
Yup.
fear their dad.
Facts.
But what I understand what you're saying.
But at some point,
But I was just saying,
in the growth,
at some
you
point
know
in the
that-
growth, when you bigger, like
When I was in high school, later high school, that's when it was like I'm bigger and stronger than my mom. But by that time, I had so much love and respect
that was the point that I was
and
making.
fear for her because if my mom popped on me, which
she might
she did,
stab you.
chill. Why you trying to incriminate me? So maybe that's the point in time where she realized it graduated from ass whoopings.
so I got to take this nigga out.
Let me use this baseball
I'm
bat.
about to poke this little
Word
nigga.
up.
I'm gonna poke him around his artery, but he gonna know.
But what I mean, my point in saying that is we respected our moms
Yeah.
enough to it just was what it was.
Yeah.
All right, mom. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays, these kids is 8, 9, being like, nah, I ain't doing none of that.
I can't see it, man.
I wish I
thank
would.
God I
Listen,
don't see
my
it.
mom was the nicest. You know, my dad, I grew up with dads in my household. My dad's was the disciplinarian. You know what I'm saying? But my mom, she'll put it down too,
Yeah.
though. But, you know, I was the same size and stronger than my mom when I was like 11 years old.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was 5'4", like 140 pounds when I was 11.
Nigga, my mom
I was
always
bigger
had
than my mom.
guns,
You know what I'm
knives,
saying? But I wasn't.
and
But
she
it's not
didn't
that I
threaten
wasn't.
us with them, but she let you know them shits was present
Word up.
on the
That's
property.
real.
But that's the same thing as my mom saying, all right, well, your daddy,
Grandma Emma
your
too.
daddy be home in 20
We
minutes.
was just talking about that the other day. Grandma Emma, she about 5'2", 3, if that. And she always had a pistol in her motherfucking purse. She never threatened us with it, but we was always fearful of her. So Grandpa Kurt didn't have to be around. If she said some shit, you listen, because she'd snatch your ass up. But then she'll wipe your face, clean you in the morning, feed you, and let you know she love you.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
But it's just like I said, the kids nowadays, they just the in-house respect is different. Because like you said,
You
like,
deal with a lot of kids in this era too, so it's like
the in-house respect is different. It's just a different thing because women, and I hate saying women.
yeah, I
You know what I'm
you
saying? I
mean.
hate saying women.
you don't wanna
I don't
box
want
it in.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it like that. But you know, when you're a single woman, like not all women, but just people that I've seen and you know observed. When you're a single woman,
Yeah.
some people talk bad about the men.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Like a single mother
like
talking about
talking
father and
talking to
situation.
father. You know what I'm saying? And people do that now, and it creates a different level of respect. Like my parents weren't together. My mom and my dad wasn't together.
Yeah.
My daddy never said nothing negative about my mom. My mom never said nothing negative
See,
about
my
my
mom
dad.
said shit about my dad here and there, but it was always when she was mad at him, and
Knew that.
we always knew that because it wasn't like she was like, oh, your dad hates you or your dad don't love. She never did shit like that. Like if they got off the phone and they was arguing,
Oh, he's a rat bastard. You know what I'm saying?
definitely not rat bastard, but she
Not rat bastard like. But
she'd just say some disrespectful shit. But we knew what it was because I don't want to make it seem like my dad wasn't in my life. He was, but we lived in the household with a single mother, and I seen my dad probably like 2 to 4 times a month.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yup, same.
So
he had an effect on me being raised because he taught us how to fight, how to work out.
Yeah.
He took advantage of the time we had together, even if it was only a day or two.
And he was
or-
a call away.
yeah, so that did make an effect, and he has a major part in who I am now. I am the warrior that he was, and he is, right? But I was raised in a household when it was my mom handling shit 24/7. When we came home, the lights is off, fucking candles everywhere, no electricity. It was my mom that had to deal with that shit without any assistance from him. For the whole fucking weekend, if not a week. You know what I mean? He wasn't a go-to for her. So I'm not knocking him because they were in different, parts in life. But at the same time, my mom went through it. She was a gangster.
And that's the thing. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too close to younger kids that are being raised by this generation of single mothers. But, the question is, how are they running their households and what precedent are they setting and what type of values are they instilling in this generation of children that are coming up? You know what I mean?
Since I'm near this generation of children these
Nigga,
days,
you 42. What you mean?
I can give a little input on that. A lot of things that they're instilling to their children, like single mothers, like you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
What they're instilling to their children, especially daughters, they're expecting to have their daughters think like every man has to do everything for the household and do everything for you. You don't have to go work. You don't have to go do anything. You can just sit there and do absolutely nothing and have no worries.
How you know that?
So, Cal, what bitches is you talking to?
And then and
I'm sorry.
That nigga Cal, you talking about? What bitches you talking to, Cal?
Chill,
We need the what was Blicker shit? We need the whole facts. Where's the whole? Somebody call the whole facts.
No,
then-
facts.
Dot facts. Shout out Blick.
Fire ass song.
and
Dot
then
facts.
And then for the sons, they'll go out of their way to raise them and make them think like they're better than everybody else. They're above the food chain. They should do this and do
That's
that
real,
for
man.
their lady.
Nah, 'cause
they shouldn't do it for themselves. They should do it for other people.
I be hearing motherfuckers. Oh, this is my king.
Yeah.
No, that's not your king, boo. That's your
You need to
son.
whoop
That's
that
the
nigga
son
ass,
husband.
man.
That's your
Son
son,
husband.
sweetheart.
You
That's
need
not
to
your king.
discipline him.
Damn.
That shit is minus from a lot of households now, like the discipline, because discipline is hard.
The fathers are always the one that discipline the kids, that teach them discipline. That's why a lot of fatherless households with mothers for this generation that I'm in, they literally just don't give them no discipline, let them do whatever they want.
Who the mothers you saying? Or
Give them,
the
let the
fathers?
kids do whatever they want.
Almost like
because of a father.
pacify them and allow them to. Okay, if everything is cool and it's at peace and.
Because a
Look at you
love,
squatting down, nigga. Look
a
at you. I'm
mother's
so
love
proud
for
of
her
you.
children are infinite, so they
Shit, a
will
father,
end up spoiled all
you
the
know
time
what?
too.
That's one of them things that has always bothered me because that's
Fathers
true.
do it too.
That's how they present it though. Like, I've seen it multiple times where it's like a mother will do anything for the child. A mother will do, and I totally understand that. But that kind of negates what a father will do for their child. Like a father will burn the world down.
Oh yeah.
Fight a bear. Jump in front of a car. A mother will do that too, but at the same time,
It's tough love. What it really is tough love.
A father would do like I did today. Shout out my daughter. She's a dancer and she takes point. So I went on Google and YouTube and learned how to sew, and I sewed her point shoes so that she can be a ballerina and stand on point.
that's so gangster.
That's what
gangster,
fathers do. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
Like, and to, you know what I mean, be on the
Yeah.
other side of the coin with what you were saying about what mothers are teaching, their daughters. Me and I know Cap and I know Hoodie too.
They just expect the world from you. That's what they teach their
Yeah.
children.
we
shit.
teach them, and I can speak for them as well.
Yeah.
Being you know what I mean,
Yeah.
a father of a daughter, we teach them you got to be ready to get it on your own,
Yeah.
and don't depend on nobody.
Yeah.
You know
'Cause
what
I
I'm
might
saying?
not be here
I might
one
not
day.
be here. In the
That
world,
shit breaks my heart even thinking about that shit.
know.
But the thing that keeps me in tune with that is, new passing. Like he would never have not wanted to be here for his kids, but this is how life works out. But he can rely on everybody that loved him to be here for his kids. But that's the reality of it.
and
that
what
shit,
he's instilled. He
some
instilled.
teachings.
I don't even want to get into females of this day and age too, trying to look for a man when they're supposed to be
Put the
caring for
camera
them.
on you, man. We want to see your handsome face.
Well, one of the things that's a problem is that females are out here literally looking for a new man all the time when they lose a man to help take care of their baby that they had with the baby daddy.
So what do you think they should do instead of looking for a new man, though?
They should honestly focus on themselves, get that bread, and then take care of their kid themselves.
Hold up, you know what though? Hold on, I'm
And-
gonna play devil's advocate
Yeah,
now. Hold
yeah.
on, I think humbly
Yeah.
in my opinion,
Yeah.
depending on who they decided to procreate with, sometimes they are expecting a come up with their procreation process,
Yeah.
and then they're let down by the reality that
Yeah.
of the fall through when they possibly could have created a family
Damn.
with this individual and played the position of a support system to a man who may have needed encouragement and guidance from a woman at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't ever speak about that. But
because
I mean,
as a man, we do so much as it is. And sometimes just coming home to your girl or your wife, whoever you have, and getting that encouragement, like, you're doing a good job, baby.
Yeah, you
keep on working
bro,
hard.
that shit goes so long.
I can say that when
It
I
makes you
told
feel
y'all
so much more better.
before we started recording earlier, and I was like, yo, I got the advancement with the program, and you know, this is part of my goals, not with just that program, but this is part of the goals that I wrote down.
You messed up.
So me and my wife were able to celebrate that together, and it felt great to hear her say, baby, I am so proud of you. You're doing what you got to do, and you always have. And we sitting there listening to, I could play the playlist, and y'all be like, damn, she picked all them songs.
Oh,
Liz is a
man,
gangster.
that's different, bro.
She grew up in hip-hop. But it's love. Like, you know what I'm saying? So but at the same time, Hoodie do got a good point.
Cal, where's you getting your bitch facts from?
We stupid.
I get them from selfish females that care about nothing but what they want and not for the nigga that they're
That's
with.
real. That's
That's
real.
real.
That's real.
So then you know,
Cause Lil Cuz smart. He's sharp.
There's a lot of those.
They
I'm
got
not even
they
gonna
got a
front,
new
there's lot
app
of
that
them.
you need to sign up. It's called Dick Dash. You give them the dick and then you dash.
Why,
That's it.
why don't I just make my own dating app?
See?
Well, do it then.
I like
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Yeah,
but
do that. Do that.
We can invest.
But
You ain't got nothing but
Nah,
you
nah,
ain't
nah,
got no
but how-
kids, nigga. You ain't got nothing but time, nigga. Shit,
Nah,
yo,
but-
take
nah,
advantage of that.
How much you gonna charge for that app? We can keep
Free.
it free. We can keep it low, like 25
You
cents.
can make in-app purchases, but just to use all the stuff that you need to use. Like, because I hate the struggle of having to pay for something for stuff that I want to really use, but I can't use it because there's a paywall.
Yeah.
I want to make it so you can use the majority of things, but then extra features
Because
if you
if
want to pay for
motherfuckers
them,
have to pay for if motherfuckers had to pay for Facebook, how many people you think would have?
I don't
Facebook?
have
No,
that.
I wouldn't
shit
have
would go
Facebook.
down.
That should be dead,
That's
bro.
that's why these companies are so greedy. You don't even have to have a paywall as long as you advertise it correctly and
Yeah,
people
that's
keep
where the
on
money
clicking that
comes
link
from.
to come and get your stuff. Come do the things that you
But
want
that's a
them to
real
do on your
question,
app.
though.
Sure.
But real
How
quick,
many
though,
people
need
would use
paywalls.
Facebook if
It's
it
just
was
greed.
paid to use?
Nigga,
Because
I
that's
would
how
not.
Twitter is now,
I
basically.
wouldn't use it,
I wouldn't
nigga.
use it.
Nigga,
It's
I
not
wouldn't
worth
use
it.
it, son. That's
I was-
entertainment. That's distraction, to be honest.
I was getting a drink. I just wanted to say this real quick
Nah,
based
you
on
was
what y'all
going
said.
you was going poopy.
No, that's
Going
that's
doo-doo.
that's Quest. Quest
You
goes
wash your
pooter.
hands?
Quest goes pooter. I went and got a drink. Nah, but real quick, just to say what y'all was talking about. Men fall in love with what they see, and women fall in love with what they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They want this. They want a nigga who looks like he gets money, who looks like he does this, and who looks like he does that. Well, you know what? You can get a couple pair of jeans and redo that shit.
Yeah.
But that don't mean that, you know, I know a bunch of niggas that I done seen with $1,500 outfits
That shit be
that is
crazy.
asking for a
You
ride
gotta
from
ride
the Western.
somewhere.
Hey, yo, can you drop me off on the south side, bro?
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's just the reality.
It's real,
All
though.
right, next year, them jeans ain't going to be in style.
All right,
You
I
know
might
what I'm
get
saying?
canceled.
And then you're gonna get
Just don't say anything about the
No ethnics,
The-
no ethnicity.
no
or
LGBT.
LGBT.
No,
How many letters?
Don't-
is it
I'm
up
about to get
now?
canceled, not y'all.
Oh wait, 1 second.
no, you're on Mindful Exchange, nigga. We all get canceled.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Nothing about
Anti-Semitism or
Oh,
none
yeah,
of that
yeah,
shit.
no groups, no groups, no ethnicities.
No ethnicities.
We're giving you the disclosure, my
Last
nigga.
time you was talking about the M people, and
Yes.
those are our people.
Word up.
too,
Those
so
are our people.
We
You know
gotta
what I mean?
watch you.
Word, all right.
Word up.
So, a lot. I lived in New York City. It's obviously bigger than Elmira.
Melting pot. for
I've
sure.
dealt with a lot more out there, and I've met a lot of new types of people.
Dealt with a lot of shit out there.
And
New types
one
of-
of those people are ratchet females.
Bro, you can go outside and see a ratchet female.
Ratchet females, like we're having this discussion
Everywhere.
about females. It's mainly ratchet females that are acting like this because they're so negative. They always want
Did you
to.
hump any of them?
No. It's ratchet females, and I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of ratchet females I've statistically ran into were black females. And then the white
Hold
ones
up,
are the
hold-
ones that are trying to act like
Hold
they're
on,
black.
wait a
hold
minute.
on,
Hold
hold
on.
on.
Hey, wait a
Hold
minute.
up. We're gonna mute
Whoa,
your mic.
wait a minute.
All right,
Hey.
so
Yo,
look.
So listen,
look.
I do not approve
Hold
of
up,
this
hold up.
message. Mindful
Now-
explain.
Now-
Let me hold up. Let me be clear. I'm not gonna cut you off,
No,
but
you're good.
the first thing I'm gonna be clear on
response is gold.
is I've been with my wife since high school, off and on since 10th grade. I did have my young boy phase where we split up, but we never stopped fucking with each other. I've
Yeah.
always loved her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's white. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, on top of that, my mother is black, right?
Yeah.
I've always loved black women. There's never been anything about black women
No, I
that
don't hate black women.
I never said you did, but let me finish. I've never had anything about black women that I didn't love.
Do you like any women to kill?
So what is it? What is it that makes you say that about
Well-
black women?
well-
no, you got to be specific.
I think he
though.
said most of them that he knows were ratchet.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
'cause
but
that's
I
all
can-
I knew when I was out in New York City was black women. I was so used to white women being here in Elmira, but then when I went out to the city,
Okay, I
I seen
understand.
the different types
I
of
understand. I'm sorry.
personalities.
I understand.
It's just they think they're like they said higher in power.
Have
They
you ever
think they're
been with a
better
black
than everybody.
woman?
Yeah, yeah.
How
They're-
old were you?
I was 15.
So that's not a black woman experience. That's a
And
black
I
girl
was
experience.
That's real.
Yeah, it's
Let's-
true.
real.
Listen,
That's
I'm
real,
not.
bro.
Listen,
But my mom's black too, and I know how my mom be.
You've never been with your mom, though.
I've never been with my mom, but I've lived with her.
Listen, stop. So I'm not trying to tell you you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But what I am telling you is what we always discuss, and that's experience. For example, if I'm asking you about gaming and streaming and the
Go
things you're
fuck
super
some
knowledgeable.
bitches.
Yo, chill for 1 second, please. The things you're knowledgeable about, I sit there and listen because I don't know anything about that, and it's not something that attacks my ego or pride. I just sit and listen because I'm the type that likes to know. All I'm telling you is that it doesn't sound like you really have experience with black women. I do have experience with black women. As an adult, like I said, I had a young boy phase. Me and my wife split up. So
But this conversation is on my generation, not back then. I'm
It's not-
talking about now, how it is now.
we're talking about women.
In general.
Black-
But women now, not back then.
When was the last time you were with a black or white woman?
Last time physically,
Not having sex, but like
2 years ago.
went on a date, had a conversation
ago.
about culture or food, and you know.
2 years ago.
So how was that? Was it better than a black woman date? Tell the truth too,
Take your
nigga.
time. Take your time.
Did you
Think
say
about it.
better than black women?
Because you said it was a white woman you had a date with 2 years ago, right?
No, I had a black woman 2 years ago and I had a white one a year ago.
So tell us about that experience.
They're both from Elmira. Not saying any names of who they are, but one was very confident / condescending.
Yeah, which one was that?
Rosie Palm.
The black female I was with.
Okay.
She felt like I had to do this and do that for her.
Like what? Like what? We want specifics.
She expects me to go have me give her my debit card and have her go out to the mall and buy whatever the hell she wants when she didn't work for that money and I need to use that for things that need to be used for.
Did you have a job at that point?
Yes.
Where at?
I was working 3 jobs. I was working at FYE, McDonald's, and Outback Steakhouse.
Grinding.
So she expected you to give her your debit card to finance her life?
Yeah.
So how was the experience with the white female?
We took each other out on dates. She paid for my food one night when we went on a date, and I went on a date with her. I paid for all her food.
Dope.
We would split half on movie theaters, food,
Dope.
and stuff like that, and get our own tickets. We treated each other.
So how do I
yeah.
know you're not just giving me a good response as opposed to a real response?
No, that's a
Great question.
I literally got the manga and everything my white girlfriend bought me from when I was dating her.
So how
The
does that
only
make you feel about
What's a manga?
your black? How does that make you feel about dating black or dating white from that experience?
It made me feel like, I don't know.
You can be real.
Yo,
It's not-
be
we're
real.
not
There's no
judging
right or
you.
wrong.
We're-
No, not at all. I mean,
You can ask me any fucking thing and put the camera on you because they got to see your face to
my
cancel
camera's
you.
off.
How is your camera off?
It's probably dead.
Oh, that's when he started getting spicy.
that nigga turned it off.
Sit over here until I fix your camera.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead, Decal. Why are you taking headphones off, my nigga?
Cal.
Yo, let's.
To Cal.
Yeah, like So
So ask me the question again.
So no, like
Cal, we want to know when you get some bitches.
What was the difference? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean the difference is what you explained.
It's just a difference that one side is way much more.
No, hold up. Before I even continue with that, because there's a origin story to each one of those situations. So how you were introduced to,
I just feel more comfortable.
Well, how did you meet them both in the same type of setting or the same way? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
We met each other at a store.
Okay. Hold on. And another
what
question.
You buying Dutchess or something?
Hold on. Did you make the first move for both of them?
Both of them. I always make the first move.
So right, I guess this is my question though, right, to Cal? All right.
If I see a fine shorty with a butang, I had to approach. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. But
nah,
anyway,
nigga, you know what he's saying. Stop that.
So listen, right, to Cal. I guess this is my question. So you're a young man. And I think what Curtis was trying to explain to you is that with experience comes decisiveness to understand, to evaluate a woman pretty quick based on your interests. So yeah, I've seen a lot of girls with big booties or a big.
I love all females.
No, listen to what he's giving you some game.
But I guess what I'm saying is so what Curtis was saying about your depiction of black women was, did you holler at a what did you call them? A ratchet female?
Yeah.
And you hollered at a ratchet black female. So you can't say that like
your generation.
But I'm
black
I'm also saying white females are very ratchet as well, and there's ones out there that act like they are black when they're clearly white as hell.
So, but that was the point of that's the point of the questioning, is to get you to understand that through experience, you would be able to depict what you like and what you don't like immediately. Like us as men, we are we're naturally attracted to females and what we like. You know what I'm saying? I've been with my wife 18 years in May. I'm with her. I'll be like, damn, babe, you see her booty? That shit is big as a motherfucker. And we both gonna be like, yeah, word up. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is so I can already depict what I like and what I don't like. So you can't say that all black girls are. We're just basically breaking down what you said and how you said it was crazy.
It was your generation, but from sitting back on the outside and just observing, that is one of how many black females that you've interacted with in that type of setting.
I've actually when I was in New York City, I was in like late middle school going on to high school. I actually had a really wonderful, great, outstanding, loving, caring girlfriend that was black.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off or to, not take that into value, but it's different in school. We're talking more so
true.
When you're – because they haven't been exposed to –
We've hung out outside of school and stuff like that.
No. I mean the age. No, the age. Yeah. But I know what you're saying. Like, because a lot of – African-American women, I'm saying all, but there's a lot that, a lot of things happen once they hit that high school, out of school age.
Yeah.
Where they,
with women in general.
Yeah, general. But I mean, I mean, my baby mom's was completely different individual from when we was in high school to where she graduated. She was a completely, 180. So I know what you mean. But characteristics of a woman are gonna be what they are, no matter what color it is. Like it don't matter. Like I've known some ratchet white women.
I've known some ratchet white women
and some stuck up African American women that are just completely bougie. That you would think that
I can honestly say that some of the white women that I've dated, if you want to call it that, were way more ratchet than the black females that I dated. It's just you have to have that experience with them, especially when.
Was that because your balls were incredible?
Pause, nigga. Pause.
You can't tell that man nothing, man.
There's two forms of ratchet as well, and one of these ratchets,
so you classifying ratchet now?
A lot of gay men get this from white females.
Whoa,
wait, time out. Time out.
Wait a minute.
No, hold on. Let me cook.
God, dog.
It's not even like it's like a fake personality that white females would put out that is not really them. So There's gay men out there that literally go, oh my God, he's so.
That's called flamboyant.
Yeah, so that's not
to
you.
Cal, let me ask you a question. And before you respond to this
yeah.
question, take your time, think about the question, and then answer it instead of trying to defend it really quick.
Yeah.
How much experience as an adult do you have with females in general to come to these conclusions? That's my point.
How do I know?
No.
Oh.
How much experience do you have with females as an adult to come to these conclusions?
Because we've asked you the last 3 weeks.
I've hung out with females more than I hung out with guys.
That's a good response.
I've hung out with females more than I hung out with guys. And a lot of females have this little pizzazz thing they like to do with this little extra voice, little extra tone that is not really them.
So does that make you not, does it make you have less of an attraction to black females?
No, because like I said, there's 2 different types of ratchet. That's the ratchet for the white females. The ratchet for the black females are the ones like they can beat up on a nigga and get away with it.
I think our point is that it's equal amongst black and white females, the ratchetness.
But there's ratchet no matter who.
And depending on your experience with females, it will help you gauge the ratchetness. But if you meet a female, right, you don't know what she's about until you meet her and you engage with her.
Yep.
So I wouldn't allow your past experiences to prevent you from engaging with any ethnic background female, black, white,
I
Indian.
always engage. I always engage.
Player.
I will see black female, Hispanic. I almost said Mexicans again.
You're not allowed to say Mexicans, nigga.
We got to put him on punishment.
Hispanic females, it doesn't matter what kind of female you are. It's just the personality. I'll see you for who you are in that frame because some niggas like some booty. Some niggas like some
What do you like?
Yitas.
What do you like?
I like both. I like the whole package, like a care package from Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, because I don't play games.
I don't know.
So what the point?
I don't want a care package from Call of Duty.
No. The
So
point
do you
of
want the booty or do you like? Wait a minute.
I want a thick thigh chick with a big booty and a big yitas. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you gonna do to get that?
Yeah.
What's a yita?
Titties, nigga. Titties.
Okay.
I just gotta run into the one that looks like the proportions.
See, you don't run into them though. That's the thing.
Because
Cal, you gotta shake your helmet up.
But it doesn't matter if I run into them. It doesn't matter if I run into them or not. I'm gonna pick whoever I feel like. Oh damn, they look cool. Let me go talk to them. That's when I find out if they're different from the regular population. They're like, hey, what's up? Or who are you? But
can I
like,
tell
hi,
you something?
my name is this and that.
I salute you for not being promiscuous.
Greetings.
Because promiscuity doesn't bring you happiness. It brings you instant gratification.
Yeah.
So I do salute you for that. The one thing that I would challenge you on is allowing your experience to have more of a say in how you deal with females. And I'm not telling you to go out and date mad chicks to learn more about her. I'm just saying maybe you should be more engaged with them without like having sex. Yeah.
Well, I mean, go date mad chicks. That don't mean fuck mad chicks.
Yeah.
I guess
dated chicks I've never had.
No, but what I'm saying is like I be talking shit to Cal. I mean, I do. I talk shit. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? But
I told him that the first week.
My thing is this, right?
So he fuck with all of us. So
yeah, I talk shit to everybody. You know what I mean? I ask you every week, did you get some bitches? You know what I mean? And I don't say that, but I don't say that to be like, yo, I slaughtered this. I don't want no. I want you to be like, yeah, you know what I mean? I went on a date with Shorty. She was cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? I ain't never smashed, but you know we had a good time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, and I met this other girl. Yeah. You know what I mean? I got a number.
He doing that uncle shit. He doing that uncle shit.
Get some bitches.
Perfect. Uncle shit.
He doing uncle
you know
shit.
Like,
that's what uncles do.
Like, and I'm like I said, I don't want you to think that I'm attacking you. Like, yo, I want you to, like Kurt said, to be promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we did. Whatever we did when we was young. Yeah. I'm not promoting any of that. I'm just saying that as a young 25-year-old male, being on that video game more than you trying to holler at some bitches. My goal is to be like, you know what? That nigga Germ, I can't wait to. I gotta have a story to tell this nigga on Sunday. I'm tired of him talking about me and the bitches.
It really doesn't matter, to be honest, if I play video games or not, because there's literally people out here that play video games that have wives and stuff.
To Cal, I play video games, nigga.
To Cal, he plays video games, and you know what he does at night? He goes
But-
and lays next to a
But
woman.
he doesn't play video games like me though.
Nah, I
Because
don't.
he's laying next to a woman. You rather play a video game than lay up next to something soft?
No.
That's what you saying.
No, that's
so
how
I
you're
can't
taking
I
it.
can't agree with that though, Hoodie. Even though I understand your point, because
I'm not
the
looking
whole-
for a female.
Pardon me, I'm not gonna
sorry.
cross talk.
You're good. You're good.
I
Go ahead.
try to shut up when anybody's talking because I want to hear what y'all saying. I can't agree with that because it might just be taking him more time to come across and engage with the woman that he wants to be with. I guess my challenge to you is stay open to all women because you never know who you're gonna fall in love with.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
Because
golden
9 times
ticket
out
right
of 10,
there.
what you looking for ain't what you gonna get.
And it probably ain't on the
And
game.
you won't-
It's not
and-
even looks. It's just
Yo, you know what?
personality.
And it'll probably happen when you're least
But if you're not
expecting
talking
it.
to the bitches, you're not gonna know their personality.
I am
Talk
talking
to the
them.
bitches, Cal.
I do be talking to
You know
them.
what I'm saying?
Hold up.
Like I know we running long on time. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I use a dating app all the time, and I talk to mad females on the dating app.
Oh
'cause I
yeah,
get
that's
matched
the
a
new
lot.
generation that was doing
what
it.
so okay, I've been out the game for a long time.
Long
so what's the
time.
dating app?
I use multiple dating apps. I use Tinder. I use Facebook dating, which is a little bit weirder than a lot of them.
I didn't
and a
even
couple
know they
other
had
ones.
a Facebook dating
Yeah,
app.
my man told me about that.
I'm so
shit.
glad that me and my wife are bonded for life, man, because I wouldn't want to
Facts.
be. I'm glad I met her the way I met her in class, where we engaged at projects together. I was the first black man or black boyfriend she had. Do you understand what I'm saying? First boyfriend she had, technically.
Yeah.
Her mom welcomed me with open arms. They were from West Elmira, so they lived a totally different life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's a
it was
blessing, man.
it was
That's a
beautiful how it
blessing.
went
That's
down,
what that
man.
was.
I was the one that fucked up when we were younger, and I was on my young boy shit, like, oh, I want to do this, do that. But she always knew better than I did. She knew I loved her all because I was always mad. I was in love with her since day one, man.
Yeah,
She knew it. I didn't understand it.
that's so dope.
You ever been in love with a female? Like in love, to the point that you riding with her?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
So I was with this chick when I was in New York City, and I was going back and forth.
How come all
between-
these stories is
How-
in New York City when
How,
you was
how
15?
old? How old were you in New York City?
I'm talking about that was 10 years ago,
I was
bro.
17.
No, that don't count.
I'm
That don't
talking
count?
about you.
That
It was
don't
from
count.
17 to 19.
So
That
we'll,
don't count.
We'll say 18.
No,
and
no, no.
up.
We're
in
gonna
the
say
middle?
21 and up.
There was this chick that was across the states I would always go visit and stuff with all the time.
What about the last chick that you introduced me to? Remember when I was fucking with you that one time? You-
Yeah, but
What?
that one I never went to go see her because
Yeah. She was
we-
bad too, man.
we-
Dope.
we took a break and stuff because it wasn't working out for a bit. Me and her are talking again though.
Yeah, like on some like let's rekindle type shit.
Yeah. And I love her, man. She's really great. She has a wonderful personality. She always talks to me when I'm
I tell you
in
what,
need to talk to her, and I'm always there to help her as well.
Dependable.
you're responsible. You can cook. You're smart as a motherfucker. Yeah, you got a little lip on you, but we all do. So any female that you choose to make your wife for the
Yeah.
rest of your life, she'll be lucky to have you. Just make sure you take care of her, whether she's black or white, motherfucker.
Word
Here's
up.
the thing.
And you know you
here's
need
the-
to you gotta get a haircut. Your shit was starting to look like one of them old leather football helmets.
Yeah.
Here's one of the things though I'm not getting, and I would love y'all's input on this. Here's one of the
old
things
one.
I'm not getting.
Yeah.
A lot of females that I've ever talked to or been with, they always say, "You are such a wonderful person. Anyone would be glad to have you."
I can help you with that.
But they do not. That's
It's called
not
it's called the
really-
friend zone.
So this is what you're gonna do from here on,
Yeah.
at least for the next couple minutes. You're gonna listen and soak it up.
Listen, nigga. Listen. First and foremost,
I ain't never had nobody say that to me.
yo, you have to look at yourself in the mirror every day,
Yeah.
literally, and think, oh, that's that nigga. Number one, like you can't, like how you see yourself
Yeah.
is how a woman, let alone the world, is going to see you. And it's not going to be something that you specifically have to do on a day-to-day to have that facade. It's just something that is oozing off of you, and those that are in your tribe of opposite sex will pick up on that, let alone the male energy that you're around, because it's just something that you just have. And it's something that you can work on, but it first starts with your internal view of yourself.
That's real.
So if there's something about you, your physique, your style, your hair, anything, the way you
And
groom
women
yourself.
pick up on that
They
shit.
pick up on that.
Before we do.
It's an energy, but it starts internally when you see. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the future you or the now you or the in between you, but it's just an aura that you have to have is that I'm that nigga.
Yeah.
Because I like this, because I am this way, I'm that nigga. Like, I don't have to have an outside and, you know what I'm saying, influence to say that I'm that nigga. No, you have to first have that. And that's not with an arrogance. That's not with a being a dickhead or any way, but it's just an aura of confidence that you have to either accept and exude or find a way to work towards that. But it starts there. You know what I'm saying? And then secondly, I would say, is you got to put yourself in position to be around female energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us picked up our, you know, our females through either work related or school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I met my shorty at Ramsey's on a parole seat.
You was out.
He was out.
You was in the street
with a pack in my
You know
pocket.
what I'm saying? But
You know what I'm saying?
that's the most likely
That's
places where
real.
people connect at. But you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, you know, what your plans are in
you
the
paying
future.
attention to the camera, to Cal?
and it's 2020 about
Four.
24. So in the world you live in consistently, you may just have to step up your player game on the games because that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of females that game too. You don't even have to do none of this. You don't have to chase a bitch. You don't have to chase none of that. The point is, if you want one, you're gonna have to step your shit up. Because you a fly dude, you smart, you're intelligent. You got all the qualities a female would want. You just gotta apply it to a relationship. That's how I look at it.
That's how I do it. But like he just said, when it comes to that energy that you exude out of you, like to show females that like, damn,
No, not to show females. It's just
It's you.
Just
in
who you
general,
are.
Just
Like in the
general.
gym, when the nigga say
yes.
don't put 20 pounds on it, and you say no, put the 20 pounds on it. That's what I'm going to do.
Hold up, and I'm gonna interject right there, Takal, and I don't want to go any further than what I said. Forget everything I said. What he said is where it starts and ends. You put the work in the gym. You focus on working on yourself, your body. That is undefeated. You can have the craziest haircut. You can have no name brand attire.
I'm
but
bald,
I guarantee you, you got some shoulders, you got a chest, you got a back, you got a posture and a aura that comes from the fucking gym.
Yeah.
Man,
Yo,
listen, I'm gonna tell you right
gonna
now.
get it. You're gonna get it. I
Cal.
don't give a fuck, Cap. Tell me I'm lying.
And
Cal,
you can
I'm
cook,
fat.
nigga.
Cal, I'm fat with one leg.
Nigga.
You can drop me off on the beach in a Speedo with my prosthetic and a towel, bitch. I swear to God,
He
I'm gonna
come
make
back
it
with a
pop.
mermaid.
Word up, son. Like, listen. I mean, like,
It's the energy he exudes,
but it's
too.
just,
It's
you
his
know,
energy.
like I said, it just is what it is. I mean, we all have our own insecurities. That's just,
Yeah, we
that's
all
just,
do.
That's we all do.
I know
you
I
know what I'm
do.
saying?
I'm
but
clear about
but
mine,
but at
man.
the end of the day, you know what I mean? Can't nobody love you more than you love yourself.
Yeah.
So if you truly do, and that's something that you need to work on. That, I mean, you know, that's what we hear as brothers to help. But you have to understand that the more you love yourself, the more people are going to love you because you're just going to become magnetic.
And let's be clear.
And
we
we're
know-
not dogging you.
We know you love yourself. We know you smart as a motherfucker. I done learned so much shit from you in the last 3 weeks.
It's more of a confidence
that I have
thing.
to process it at the end of the night, the same way you probably have to do with me. And that's why I love being around you, having you around, other than us being family. And this ain't about your relationship status. We just the OGs in the room fucking with you.
Word up.
But I do want to talk about one thing before we get the fuck out of here, or two things. What is starting and committing a relationship looking like in 2024?
I don't know. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, but he's young, so
So
this is something
know what?
This is something we don't know about. That
I know. You know what I do know is that the mouthpiece ain't the same. Like, because of the era. You know what I'm saying? Our mouthpiece when we talk that shit.
I mean, we had game.
the game.
like,
I don't think the game.
I never
ain't-
had game though.
I
Oh,
did.
my game.
I
Was
never
serious.
listen. I never had game. I just always been funny.
That's game.
But it's not game though
That's
because
game.
Yeah,
it's-
game is not having game, like not
Like,
running
just
game,
like
but
funniness.
because
just,
I
So if
can't
you're
I
funny,
can't come
that's
like,
game.
I guess everybody's interpretation of game is different. I
Yeah.
never.
That's
well,
the
let me,
most
let me say it like this.
potent
Let me
form
say it
of
like
game,
this.
bro.
I've never been a line guy. Let's just say it like that. I was never a nigga that could come and be like, you know what, girl?
Yo, why you sound like a not early '90s R&B intro?
I'm
nigga.
I'm waiting to hear what the fuck he gonna say.
But no, but you said, you know what, girl?
He start cracking jokes on her like, yeah, you fly and shit, but
That ass dropped a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
see what I'm saying?
No, but I mean, some niggas is good with the pickup lines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've never been a good pickup line.
I
type
think
of nigga.
I think bitches just always understood my story because I never really had game, but I was always so real with my
They probably
shit.
was scared of you.
Nah, you can't scare a female to be around you, with you, and love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like, damn, he's a fly nigga. He doesn't have to overexert himself. He's very confident. I want to know what the fuck is going on, right?
Yeah.
But I never had the lines to follow that up. And to this day, I put it in a verse. I was like, yo, what I say? I'll bag your bitch on a 10-speed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll
Yeah.
pull up on a 10-speed and the wife be, you'll laugh at first at cap, but all laughs and get deaded when her ass hop on the back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just
Word.
been my real life.
I said that. It's funny you said that because I said in a game, in a rap, I said my game is no game.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
It's
shit.
just if you like what you see, yo, just let that shit roll. It's just
Let it be
that's
what
where
it
the
is.
confidence rolls in. Like
yeah.
I had someone accidentally send me something on Messenger from just being cordial and just interactive
What'd you
and
say? It
shit.
was
So
to
listen,
Cal?
No, listen. I'm.
Oh, I thought he had jokes and shit. He was like, it was to Cal.
No, like it's just an aura that you exude.
So listen,
you
this
know,
is-
when
this
you
is-
communicate with people.
Yeah.
This is exactly how.
They
This
feel
is
your
exactly
shit.
how
They
we
feel
gonna.
you, you
This
know what
is
I'm saying?
exactly how we're gonna solve this problem.
It's
You
not
know
a
what?
problem, Hoodie.
No, I'm not talking about the problem like this. I'm just saying, right here. This is right here. Right here. To
You want to
Cal.
hook up to the
If you-
USB?
Not to Cal. If you turn around and you look at the TV right here.
We all gonna turn around?
Yeah, go ahead. We can all turn around. Look at the TV right here. It's gonna play in a second. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about confidence, when we talk about things like that, and when I say loving yourself,
Player.
you know what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
through
why you gonna
anything.
do that, son?
It's through anything. You
This
know what I'm
nigga
saying?
is grimy,
You
son.
know what I'm saying? We gotta do it through anything. You know what I'm saying? Hey yo, shout out to the
What I
homies
say to you
3.8.
earlier,
Shout out to the homies 3.8. Incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you gotta have swag to do some shit like this. You know what I'm saying?
This the
Move out the way, Kurt.
Yo, this the energy. This the energy we talk about.
What? Put it on Kurt camera. You can see the TV.
creatine, tween.
Pause. Y'all, this is the cancel culture.
What's the year on the video? It had to be
13
like,
years ago.
See, I told you, son.
So that's 2010.
Liz ain't never seen this.
I'm about to share it on your Facebook.
Yo, this the energy you gotta have though, to Cal. That's the energy you walk
see
with.
that?
But
You
listen,
see that?
wait till my verse drop though. You ain't hear my verse. Real life.
Okay.
As funny as it is.
225,
That
Kurt.
nigga look like 50 Cent.
It's real.
Oh.
Say my balls incredible, treat them like they're edible. Gobble, gobble, suck, swallow, don't stop till your mouth is full. With all of my ball juice, big sack for all of you. When my balls need relief, the only time I'm calling you. Go to the gym, put it in for a good hour or two. New flavor, sweaty balls. For this meal, no need for spoons. Use your mouth, use your tongue to dribble these basketballs. My sack, hang, pack a big bang, call them cannonballs. Big dick, hit a bitch, have her pitch like they animals. Dick, do demolition the way I'm knocking down the walls. She need a horse, cause she been at it all day long. Couple more minutes, she in the Guinness for sucking balls. My little man is long, and he work out so he strong. Incredible winning the pussy, quickly I make them come. I've been known to take them from dudes that wasn't pleasing them. When she see how big my package is, shorty is leaving him.
Yo,
That
yo,
shit funny,
yo,
right?
yo.
But I walked on that verse
Why
So
No,
Yeah,
why'd
he
you look
did.
like Debo like you about to snatch
Shut
somebody's
your
chain
ass
and
up.
Yo, he was on his Debo shit back then.
Yo, I told y'all they hit me, text me when I was at the gym, right out back,
Yeah.
and said, "Yo, cause I'm gonna be real, I was ducking them for the video because they was like, yo, we're gonna do a video for this because it wasn't supposed to be a video and all that. It was just a fun track we did, right?
Yeah.
And I was at the gym one day. It was like, yo, we're outside of
We
the
see
gym.
your car, nigga.
Yes.
But that's what he do though.
But we're gonna film down here if you're cool with it. I said, yo, fuck it. I'll be out in like 10, 15 minutes. Because the other scenes, if you notice, I wasn't in them.
Yeah.
And they was trying to wrap that shit up. But when I came out there and did it, that shit was fun as a motherfucker, man.
That's dope, man.
Yo, that's why I try to get Curtis in one of my videos.
This nigga hoodie is... Nigga, you had me running through Elmira.
I did have... I tried to get...
This nigga had me running with that heavy-ass stabilizer, filming his motherfucking video, nigga, down, what was it, Main Water Church?
Wow.
Oh, you talking about the straight out of the drive-through?
Nigga?
Nah, I was talking about the I was talking about the it's a fry. I tried to have Curtis as a cameo. I was like, yo.
Nah, son.
I said,
Oh,
yo.
you stupid.
I said, yo, take your shirt off.
Nah, son.
and wave this
Nah,
man.
son.
Wow.
Yeah, he tried to have me- yo.
I was trying to get that nigga the Magic
Yeah,
Johnson
yeah,
in the.
yeah.
I was trying to get him to look like Magic Johnson
Yeah.
in the Remember the Time
Yo,
video.
And that's the bro, right? That's the bro.
Yo, Magic Johnson
yeah.
was killing him in that
This
shit.
nigga, you wild,
A
bro.
nigga can't convince me to do much, but when your people's just talking to you, you almost give in to that shit. And then you have to
I was gonna
stand
have
on
him-
your
Yeah,
pivot.
yup,
Him and
that's
Blaze.
real.
Imagine him and Blaze with these big leaves.
Nah, nigga.
He had all that shit too.
Yo, when they came, I had all the props. I had it all figured out.
son.
He trying to make it easy.
All of them, son.
Yo, just do it real quick. We got time. Look, I got it right here.
Nah, but
Straight
listen,
hustler,
but listen
son.
though,
Facts.
but listen though. Captain shot a couple of my videos. So when we did the steak and eggs, did I or did I not take care of everybody?
I've been cooking my steak since then. Unless I put it on the grill. Literally, because I asked you about it, like, yo, that's how I am. Think about it. I was asking you, like, yo, this shit, bust the shit down. What did you do? And he told me exactly how he did it in the pan,
Cast iron.
the cast iron. I bought a cast iron pan after that, and I've been cooking in-house like that ever since.
I got a new thing for you.
Let me get that, because
Nah,
I ain't even the steak nigga, but...
Because you can do it on the grill too. I'm gonna show
So,
you some shit.
so
on
even
the
in the
grill.
winter, I put steaks on the grill. And
No, but you can do you can.
Oh, you mean the cast iron
on
the
the
grill?
grill, and I can show.
I got one of the grills with the burner on it too. Would you use the burner or just use the grill with
You
the
can-
cast iron?
It all depends on what you want to do. Like,
I like cooking outside and
So-
like when it's cold because it make me feel like we survive.
but what I'm
in this
saying,
shit.
is you can use the grill,
Yeah.
and you can use your in-house cast iron and use the grill and still use it like that.
Dope.
You know what sounds even better? Having a nice like campfire area, like a campfire, like something that you can cook above it. Take
Yeah.
a casting iron with some fish on it, and then cook it over that bad boy.
I'm with it.
I
Shit.
feel like I'm eating fish in the nature. You know what I'm saying?
How about
I
we
feel
do
you.
that?
I'm with that. That sounds dope, yo.
Yo, we can.
I'm
we
just
can-
hungry.
Yo, we can.
We should take a trip, son. Like
we can pod.
Yeah,
from
we
out,
do.
We
Yo,
can
we
pod
do for
out
that
back of the
shit.
crib and go
out
live
back
from
of
the
your crib.
and go live from the garage.
When you want to do it?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you
You
guys want to
can't-
do? Are you talking about doing a mukbang?
And yo, we can do
Cause,
that.
cause outside, cause you know I got the heater thing, so we can set the heater thing up.
Yeah, but we should
We can do it on any day
turn
too.
turn
like
the
on
heater
Friday,
off,
Saturday,
nigga. Turn
Sunday.
the heater off, and we in. It's almost like we in the wild.
Are y'all talking
in
about
the nature.
potting while eating? That sounds like a
Nah,
mukbang.
he's saying we pod.
No, that actually
Outside.
gets
Outside.
Outside.
Oh,
We
I
fuck
think this
around,
is
stay the
dope.
night in the garage,
oh.
and thug it out for the night like we in nature.
Nah, you know the garage is hooked up. I got the.
I know, but you ain't supposed to tell the people that because we're gonna have amenities we shouldn't have if we thugging it out, but we'd have them and they wouldn't know. So
I mean, we got to at least be warm. You know what I'm saying? Like heat,
I was gonna
heat
say-
is essential. That's all I'm saying.
I was gonna say we should go in the wild somewhere.
nah,
And wrestle a bear.
Tanglewood, nigga.
nah,
Oh yeah, I know I'm coming. Screw that.
nah. That's what I'm about to say. Nah, I can't.
Quest
Nah,
got
I
the
can't.
K and
Nah, I can't. I got nah.
the AR and
Yes, sir.
Nigga, the cow gonna bite through all the.
Yeah, yeah. As long as we got that, nigga, it's whatever. It's whatever, nigga.
So,
what
all
he's
right,
talking about.
Yo, it's whatever. We go anywhere with that, nigga. Like, what?
let's do a challenge starting from right here. We're gonna pod in the garage.
I'm with
can.
that. As long as Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's whatever. I'm with that.
That shit sounds fun.
Yo,
but we
pick
can
one-
light up the grill too.
all of that shit.
Yeah, we can cook.
I'm with that shit. I'm
I'll
with that,
provide
bro.
the food.
Oh, you gonna bring the food? I'll cook it.
Niggas,
Yeah, I can bring the
niggas
food
get
and
on
cook
they
it.
spades, nigga.
I think we should do that, man.
Word. I'm with that.
Spades game, food, regular pod convo.
Yeah, son.
There's got to be a 2 to 3 hour session.
Yes, son. I'm with that all day.
I mean, we can do that and just make it shorts.
Yeah, call it the garage edition. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
we
think
can-
y'all scared. I
part
ain't
1,
scared.
part 2,
Shit,
part
I
3,
ain't
part
scared.
4.
I'm with all of that, yo. I'm with that for sure.
Yo, so listen, right? We're gonna end on this note right here. I know you know how I know questions about that. So
Nigga, I sleep with my
birth-
window open,
So listen,
nigga.
at my
I do
birthday
too,
party,
son.
at my
Nigga.
birthday party,
Fresh
right,
air,
Cat?
nigga.
And then we gonna boogie at my birthday party. We was all chilling, you know. Everybody was Chex Mix. We drinked out. You know what I'm saying?
That was my
Oh, at the
birthday.
Diddy party.
At the.
Did you say the Diddy?
Nah, not
Yo,
the
did that
Diddy
nigga?
party.
Yo, that nigga.
I be drugging niggas. Yo, listen. So listen, right? This is how I know quest about that life.
Yeah.
Because somebody was talking about some spades. I don't know who it was. I'm
He
not-
Diddy the second.
So listen, I don't know who it was. So somebody was talking about some spades over on this side of the room, right?
Yeah.
So I said, you ain't about that life.
Yeah.
So I went all the way over by Quest. And you know, I'm a trouble starter. That's what I do. So I was like, hey yo, I said, I don't remember who it was, so I'm just gonna say, Cap said, can't
man.
nobody beat him in no spades.
Instigating that.
Quest was like, who said that?
nigga said what?
What? Yo, son, I
Nigga.
swear, yo, Cap. 5 minutes after I said that, we had a spades game going.
And I
The
won.
party was jumping. You see what I'm saying? Like,
And I
listen, I'm like,
won.
oh, we need to get a card.
Can I tell y'all something that you just sparked in my thoughts? So when my daughter came home for break, right? She's in African American club in school, and I was like, so what type of shit do they have y'all doing in there? She was like, she started laughing.
Oh shit.
You know, just like, you know, playing spades and
Drinking grape.
Yo, did you
drinking
react
grape.
like that?
I said,
Do y'all drink grape Kool-Aid when you do
but
it?
guess what else they did in there? With me giving you no hints, what they do in there that is so tied to black people in the United States that
Please.
they
Chicken.
doing
Please share.
fried chicken.
Hold on. Time out. Time out.
Greens, mac and cheese.
What's the class called? What I
No,
mean,
it's
what
an
is it?
It's an African American
African club.
club.
Hold up, club. So hold up.
Yeah.
You sign up for the club.
Yeah.
You in the club. All right, what we doing tonight? We playing spades and eating chicken.
Listen.
It's like-
A part of the club is you learn how to play spades within the club. It's not a one night.
Oh.
This is what you're being taught. And the food you consistently have in that club.
We done.
Oh shit.
So I didn't take it offensively.
Nah,
I
you
told her, I
can't.
said, yo,
That's wild.
that's fucking crazy. Because let your ass go to your relative's crib and you don't know how to play spades.
They gonna
and
talk
you-
greasy
and
about you.
and
Yo,
don't eat
you know
fried-
what
That's a
though?
fact.
I'm not even mad at that
Yeah.
class. That
Word
is, yo,
up.
cause think about it.
Yeah.
Imagine you meet, you know what I'm saying, a suburb white girl who
Yeah.
went to that class in
Yeah.
college, and you meet her at a job where you guys are both professional.
Yeah.
You a nigga, but you got your suit and tie or polo
Yeah.
on, and you meet a chick that
She's
you
gonna be
happen
more
to click
relatable
with.
at the
Yeah.
workforce.
No, but I'm saying, imagine you connect with her and she know how to play spades and fried chicken. That's that. Oh, she's the one.
She's the one. But and it's not just like that with black African Americans. If we think about other
Cultures.
like African cultures, right?
Nigga, white people
You're
love
gonna
fried
learn-
chicken.
You're gonna learn what they eat, how they make it, their dances, the music that they play.
So
it just
do
sounds.
they be doing the Humpty Dump?
She ain't say nothing about that.
Do they do
but
the
I'm
Ed Lover?
I'm gonna ask her.
I've
But
been
the whole
doing
thing
shot
is, she smiled when I asked her because she knew
'Cause she know
that
it's
shit
some-
was like
Some
oh,
funny ass shit.
shit.
Yo, listen, I love y'all. The
Yeah.
Eagles is on.
Alright.
Like, comment, and share. We
Fuck your
appreciate all
Eagles,
the.
nigga.
I feel you. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
sorry, I don't want no problems. This nigga might pop off over them Eagles.
Nah,
man.
not at all. You know what I mean? We definitely appreciate y'all support, man. Make sure you
Yeah.
like, comment, and share.
And
Um,
subscribe,
and subscribe,
please, to
yeah,
the,
please.
to
Put
the
the camera-
YouTube,
put the
to the
camera on me real
YouTube
quick.
page, please.
Please, people, like, comment, share, subscribe. We don't know where we're gonna be at next year, but we appreciate all the help. We appreciate all the love.
Yes.
But you don't want to be one of the motherfuckers that when we get there, you like, damn, I should have supported them in the beginning.
Word up.
And-
Before we go, Cal, put it on me real quick. If you like the Cal, holla at him. He's looking for the bitches.
Peace out, y'all. Mindful exchange.
What?